Beep, 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 beep. Morning, afternoon, even, whatever it is. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the Court of the Yearly Digester, ladies and gentle beings. What have I got for you today? We have more on the ridiculousness of queer armour. Queer Starmer. Oh my God. What's going on? What's going on? Labour Party conference. Whoa. Bloody hell, spells. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? Did you see Annalise Dodd? Yeah. Bad woman, right? So Annalise Dodd stands up and said, we will provide no loophole conversion therapy ban. You know what that means, don't you? No loophole conversion therapy ban in the mad world of Dodd is no feminine male or no masculine female will be allowed to get away from the transing process, because we know that conversion therapy is trans is the conversion therapy. We know that gender identity ideology is the conversion therapy. We know that the dustmen are collecting the bins now just to annoy me. We know, right? Okay, we know. All right? So Annalise Dodd, who has been told 100 times, who has been informed politely, who has been sent books, who has been sent articles, who has been sent scientific studies, and singularly continues to ignore it while she sits there looking like some bloody Aardman character, doesn't she? Plasticine bimbo. Oh, cheese grommet! That's what she's doing. That's what she's pushing at the Labour Party conference. Right? Keir Starmer. I mean, my God. Come on, Keir. When it asked, he was asked, wasn't he? What's a woman? Because Sunak put it to bed, right? So they asked Starmer. My God, the way he responded. The way he responded, if you could find it, have a look, right? It's not because he said the words, but he didn't mean them. You go and look and see how he responded to the question, what is a woman? Because he said the words, but he didn't mean them. He was dismissive, as if he'd always known the answer. He was dismissive, as if anybody who didn't know it was stupid. He was in that kind of parental way that only the very worst of the controlling elements of both the right and the left can be. The toxic parent we don't need. Right? Go and have a look if you can find it. I couldn't find it. See, I tried. I try for you. I try. So, Ed Davey, I don't know what Ed Davey is doing. Who cares anyway? Ed Davey. The Liberals, right? And then you've got the Greens. I mean, I've got people who I know, who are warrior teachers, who are great, committed, passionate people to the Green cause. And they're watching with utter despair as the party flushes itself down the toilet. Right? That's what... Why are they involved in this? I thought you were about, protecting trees. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then so we end up with a situation where outside the Green Party conference, some woman has a pop at another woman about it. This is awful, this is awful, it's awful. What are you doing? What are you doing? Walking into the Green Party meeting, convention, whatever it's called. I don't know what you call it because it's the Greens. Outgrowth. Cutting. Any rate. And then somebody from the Green Party came forward and said, this woman does not speak for us. I think the reasonable voices in the Green Party are not having their voices heard. We know this has happened before. Shire Ali. But people have been expelled. I know people have been expelled from the Green Party for wrong speak and wrong think. Who are in charge? How do these bureaucratic arsewives get so close to power? Kick them out. Starmer should have been cleaning out the Labour Party after the last few days. I can tell you that now. Right, they're gone. They're gone. Remove the whip. I think we should apply the whip, but that's a bit, medieval on your ass, isn't it? Never mind remove the whip, apply the bloody thing. So I was sort of thinking, hello, what's going on? Right, and then we had one of my warrior teachers let women speak, and she videoed this young girl from Liverpool. Have you seen it? It's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. Going, and why can't a woman have a cock? I mean, she's obviously as thick as a cowpat. You're just discriminating. Why can't a woman have a cock? I'm like, oh, for God's sake. This young girl, right? Young girl. Dressed like a kid's colouring book. Have you not seen her? Go and have a look. You'll find it. If anybody knows where it is, stick it in the comments and let me know what's going on there. Talk about that was the week that was, right? That was the week that was. Somebody with a microwave oven. The flame is just brilliant. I'm thinking to myself, they picked that up out of a dumpster, haven't they? They've got, did I say dumpster? They picked that up out of a bin, haven't they, on the way? Anybody got a black marker? And writes on the front, turf dice gum, or something. But on the back it's got microwave oven. And it's obviously a good one, because it's a decent type of cardboard. Mum, what? Can I have a bit of this cardboard microwave box? Yeah, certainly, son. Where you going? Pictures. These black Pampers, or in this case, pink Pampers. Tell me you saw them with their pink balaclavas. They was all walking sheepishly amongst the crowd, and I could think one of them said to the other, who thought this was a good idea. They got pink. If I can find that nutso young woman, right, I'll stick it on the end of this video. In fact, if I can find the footage from Liverpool, I'll stick it on the end of this video. I will. So you can see it and see what the hell's going on. They're all mad if you ask me, right? So back to Keir. I've gone on for a bit now because I was just thinking about other things. Keir Starmer said, according to this article, which you need to go and have a look at it. It's a good article. I don't want to read much of it out because Victoria Smith's got a very good article. It's again in Artillery Row in the Critic. No, not Artillery Row. It's just the Critic. In July this year, Keir Starmer uttered the words "many a left-wing uterus haver" had been longing to hear. A woman is an adult human female, he told Nikki Campbell on Radio 5 Live. So let's clear that one up. Let's clear that one up, you disgusting man. He says nothing, but he says everything. When he said let's clear that one up, it means that he hasn't been able to clear it up. That there's something wrong in the party. The party is completely in trouble, to this critical social justice, to all the stuff that comes with it, race, identity politics. You can't vote for him. I'd like to announce this is the EDI Jester's regular reminder to lefty GC women that you're going to vote for the Tories. I'll get it now in the comments. I'm never voting Tories. I'm going to keep doing this until you get your head around the fact that you're much better off with one murderous creature than you are with the other murderous creature, right? Okay? If you want to see it in those dark terms, you can do that. Or this apple just happens to be less rotten than this apple, right? And if you don't, you're going to vote away your rights, your children's future, reality, and you are going to consign Britain to an Americanized slow death of cuts by identity politics, one slice at a time. I have to keep saying it, right? So he said, let's clear it up. Yes, let's. Not that anything needed clearing up to begin with, continues Victoria. It's not that this truth has become unknowable, so much as unsayable. In recent years, defining women in a way that everyone knows to be true has become an act of transgression, or, as Pink News reported it, a transphobic dog whistle. Meanwhile, asking a woman politician to define woman is deemed a gotcha. That is a question that shouldn't be asked because it's too challenging, if not linguistically, then at least politically. Brilliant, brilliant. Hence, we ought to be grateful for Starmer's act of bravery. Indeed, like many a would-be Labour-supporting feminist, I'm relieved that the man who looks set to become our next PM seems to have abandoned making idiotic claims such as 99.9% of women don't have a penis. Sure, if I take a step back, say imagine myself 10 years ago, I'd have considered I know what a woman is to be less than the bare minimum when it comes to feminist pledges. Ditto, women can have their own toilets and refuges, probably. We are living in different times, though. We're all making do with less. That's bleak, isn't it? The trouble is, I'm not sure women can even count on this much. Should Labour come to power, it's not that I anticipate a dramatic reversal whereby Starmer rips off the mask and reveals himself to be a full-on sex denialist. It's that Labour has hardly solved the gender wars. After years of hoping to ignore it, then attempting to pacify the most extreme trans activists whilst disregarding or even encouraging the abuse of feminists within the party, they found it just won't go away. On the contrary, things have only got worse, to the point where those who wish to remain aloof have been dragged into the fray. Starmer and others, such as Annalise Doddery, have arrived to offer that much-needed more light, less heat, just at the point when the conflict is practically irresolvable. The sad thing is, it really didn't have to be this way. Please do go and read. It's a great article by Victoria there. A call to sanity, really. And I thought it was fascinating. I think it is. It's unsolvable, Right? You go to, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. Now, for those of you that don't know, it's a game where you have 4 little characters and you go around collecting gold and hitting the king on the head with a stick, or going, murder the goblins in the cave, and they give you lots of loot, and then you can upgrade your character. I love it. It's a bloody work of art. I tell you, the narrative and the imagery are just beautiful. So I've been playing Baldur's Gate, right? And when you have a look, when you set up your character, you can do non-binary or trans or other. You can do all that now. You can take your dick off, put a fanny on. You can do it all now. The only way we're going to stop this is a reassertion, and it's going to have to be a brutal one. A brutal reassertion of reality. A ban on transition medicine of any kind. A ban on hormone therapy for anything other than hormone replacement, for example, or where it's seriously needed by the individual who needs it. Other than when it comes to putting into law and putting into practice the unreality of transness, as they call it now. That's the only thing that's going to do it. We can fanny about all you like, but if you don't do it, then there ain't no future, because this goes to some very dark places, folks, because it is not really about just that, is it? It's about destabilising. It's much bigger. And those of you who know will know, and those of you who haven't got there yet, you will. It's so hard to drag people to it. Come on, you can do it. Have a look. I'm having a dinner party soon with a few friends to find out exactly where they are. It's a shame they wouldn't let me record it now. Go on. Go do your thing. I might have stuck a couple of clips on the end of this, so you can see the lunatic woman going, "What's wrong with a woman having a cock?" Just surreal. I'll see you later. Have a good day.
You're discriminating against people. Because you're saying let women speak, but not all women.
But to be a trans woman, you have to be a man.
You don't have to be a man. If you can be a woman with a cock, if you want to be. Why shouldn't a woman have a cock?
One struggle, one fight!
Trans rights are human rights!
One struggle, one fight!
Trans rights are human rights!
One struggle, one fight!
Trans rights are human rights!
One struggle, one fight!
Trans rights are human rights!
One struggle, one fight!
Trans rights are human rights!
One struggle, one fight!